I have many poems. I have two very large books that are called Second Thoughts, which are full of poems. And I also have some Lyme disease books that have many poems in them too. Uh, these were written in different places and at different times about different things in different times. And some of them are written when I know what I want to write. Some of them are written when I don't know what I want to write. I will begin one and not know how it's going to end. But sometimes I will think of the end first and then try to figure out how it begins. One of these poems was written in Clinton, New Jersey, where I would walk often. That was a town, just not down far from Highbridge, New Jersey. It was the next town. In Clinton I went to often because there were a lot of stores I went to there, also places where I would sit at a table and write poetry, also little restaurants and so forth, and all that town had bridges on it to walk across and so forth, and had a little lake and so forth. I wrote one poem that was called Rain. Now, why would I write a poem called Rain? And what was it about? Well, it was raining, and this was in Clinton. And this is what it says. It says, rain. Rain made all the difference. All silver splashed off the sidewalk, dancing leaves. It turned the duck pond into sparkling teardrops, as if the sky was crying for someone it loved and lost. Then an example of how the poem begins with just rain, but you see how it turns into something totally different than the title or even the beginning of it. There's an example of how you can write a poem and not know how it's going to end when you begin it. But then when you end it, you find that it transforms the beginning into something you don't expect. That is why writing poems is an interesting challenge and sometimes quite an interesting piece of work to do. I have many more poems, and I may present another one from time to time. I hope you've enjoyed this little poem and enjoy the rest of your day.